Guerrero, our Governor of Guam, and the Honorable Joshua F. Tenori, our Lieutenant Governor of Guam. Please have a seat. Hafaday and good afternoon. Welcome to the Office of the Governor of Guam. We're delighted to have you here today. My name is Crystal. I'm the Director of Communications at the Office of the Governor. And today we're here to proclaim October 15, 2024, in recognition of White Cane Awareness Day. I also want to acknowledge that we have a signer here today. Thank you so much. Before we begin, I want to recognize the presence of the Honorable Lourdes A. Leon Guerrero, Governor of Guam, as well as the Honorable Joshua F. Tenorio, Lieutenant Governor of Guam. From our administration, we have Michelle Perez, Director of the Department of Integrated Services for Individuals with Disabilities, as well as her Deputy Director for DISIT, Audrey DePosnia. Mr. Jermaine Alerta, Executive Director for the Guam Developmental and Disabilities Council. Mr. Joseph Cameron, Administrator for the Division of Vocational Rehabilitation at DISIT. And our DISIT staff, thank you for joining us. I also want to recognize my old friends, Lee Harris, she's a community advocate and vision rehabilitation therapist. Please give a round of applause. Diane Riley, she's a teacher of visual impairments. As well as Ms. Lisa C. Ogo, an advocate for blindness-related issues. And with that, I want to give the floor now to Ms. Lisa Ogo for her opening remarks.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us for the White Cane Proclamation. I want to thank the Governor Lou and the LT Josh for giving us this opportunity for the proclamation here. I wanted to mention about the white cane, that the white cane is a tool for individuals who have low vision to no vision. The white cane gives us the independence to do things, to go around, and it's an identification for individuals to know that we are blind, and this is something that we just can't leave home without. It's just like nowadays, people can't leave home without their phones. So it's just an awesome tool that I am so grateful for in my life. So I just want to thank you all for being here and giving us this opportunity to proclaim National White Cane Day. It all began in 1964, and all over the world, people are celebrating the use of white day cane through different activities and all. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Lisa. I was also asked to open the floor if any one of our advocates or our stakeholders joining us this afternoon would like to maybe make a few comments.
So as Lisa was saying, in 1964, the White Cane Awareness Day was celebrated. And this year's theme is promoting inclusion and celebrating abilities and advocating access for people with blindness. Guam's celebration of the White Cane Awareness Day is important to proclaiming that people with visual impairments are not limited by their blindness, but rather empowered by the tools and technology that allow them to do anything and everything that sighted people can do.
Thank you, Ms. Diane. And now for her remarks, I want to give the floor to the Honorable Lourdes A. Leon Guerrero.
Hafaday, and thank you very much, and welcome to Adelie. Lisa, you're absolutely correct about the white cane, and I think us declaring October 15th as White Cane Awareness Day does a lot for community awareness. And although it's only a day, but I think we need to continue it on every day so that more people are aware. But as you said, it's a tool that allows you to be mobile. It's a tool to allow you to be more independent. It's a tool that will allow you to be able to be included in many of the business life of our people, able to conduct your life in a very independent, very mobile way. And there are many other tools also that are being advanced for all of the individuals with disabilities so that they can continue to really provide for themselves and be part of the community, be a productive income producing part of their family and their community, which I believe DISIT is very much has a mission to make sure that we do provide those kinds of resources and those kinds of help so that everybody can live its daily full life in a very independent, in a very, I think, mobile way. So it is also for me a priority in our administration that we help each other, lift each other up so that we can all together provide for our families. And I know that Michelle and Jermaine and Audrey and Joe are very much focused, and their priority is to do that. And we continue to support you in any way we can, that we can help so that we can meet your mission and your priorities. And yes, I am very honored to be able to proclaim October 15th, although it was already passed, but certainly a day of great recognition and awareness of our people who use the tool of white canes to get themselves around. So thank you so much for your work in the community. Thank you so much for your resources in the community. And thank you so much for being part of our community as we move on. Susmasi.
Thank you, Governor. And now for the Honorable Joshua F. Tenori, our Lieutenant Governor.
Happy day, everybody, and welcome. And a special welcome to my very good friend Lee, who I was just thinking I met her in 1992. Can you believe it? One of the most vivid conversations I can remember is in 2018 on the eve of taking office, and we had a meeting with members of our blind community at Maguilao Community Center, or Maguilao Senior Citizen Center. I just remember it vividly. And one of the things that really struck me was we had a blind resident that was very frustrated with the kind of services that they were getting, or maybe the services that they should be getting. And the big example that he was telling me was, he was hooked up for this opportunity to go and off island and learn how to life as a blind person. But the flaw was, they sent him to an urban area, a place where they were teaching him how to cross streets in a busy city intersection. And he said to me, but I live on the island. I'm wonderful there, but I don't want to live there. I want to live on Guam. And so for me, right, what it said to me was that many times the kind of programs and services that we need to provide, we're just not there yet. And even in our first few years, it really has been a struggle identifying and recruiting and attracting qualified people to come into the government agency, much less to even get a vocational rehab administrator to try and turn this around. And we have to really turn it around rather urgently. So I know that we have been spending a lot of time, our leadership has been recruiting people, but the exciting things that I feel ahead of us is we're really trying to give this agency tools to become a high-performing agency in the way that our administration reformed behavioral health, in the way that we expect public health to join, and the same with DISN. That is, and I think that today is an opportunity for many of us to bring attention to the plight of our Guamanians and Chamorros who are blind, and for us to recognize that there is still a lot more work to do as a community, that we can come together and provide and empower folks to live their lives independently. I think that is the big goal of White Cane Day. I'll just close by saying, when I was growing up, my dad's brother, my Uncle Ben, he lost his sight from an accident. And I remember that when I was growing up, I didn't meet him until maybe the late 70s, when he was returning home from being in San Francisco, where he went for years for therapy and to adjust to this life. And I always remember thinking about how he was just, he had all these skills. He knew who was in the room with him. He knew where to go. He had some assistance, but he always mastered where he was once he knew his location. And he was very musical, one of the best musicians, a great voice. But it impacted me from such a young child that there are paths for people, no matter their affliction, to get their abilities and to showcase them. And it really was one of the things that I remember most. So congratulations to everybody, and looking forward to continue this long work ahead with all of you. Sidus Masi.
Thank you, Lieutenant Governor. And now for the reading of the proclamation. Proclamation number 2024-99, a proclamation of the governor proclaiming October 15, 2024 in recognition of White Cane Awareness Day. Whereas this year, our island joins the nationwide recognition in White Cane Awareness Day, also known as National White Cane Safety Day and Blind Americans Equality Day, to uplift, celebrate, and empower those who are blind and visually impaired in our community. Whereas the White Cane empowers individuals with visual impairments to safely and confidently navigate their surroundings, it also remains a symbol of independence, inclusion, and accessibility that further signifies their ability to be key contributors to our island community. And whereas we also recognize the invaluable contributions of their family members, friends, colleagues, and employers who reaffirm their commitment to establish an inclusive work environment so that they may lead independent, productive, and fulfilling lives.
Now, therefore, I, Lourdes A. Leon Guerrero, Magahagan Guahan, Governor of Guam, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Organic Act of Guam as amended, do hereby proclaim October 15, 2024 as White Cane Awareness Day.
In witness whereof, I, Joshua F. Tenorio Segundo Magatlahin Guahan, Lieutenant Governor of Guam, hereby together with the Magahaga, cause the great seal of Guam to be affixed here in the capital city of Hagåtña on this 18th day of October in the year of our Lord, Anno Domini 2024. Viva White Cane Awareness Day.
Governor, Lieutenant Governor, this is the first time our administration has proclaimed White Cane Awareness Day. And for the first time ever, we also have the proclamation in Braille. So this is a first ever. Thank you so much to those tuning in on our YouTube live stream. This will conclude our live stream event. For everyone else in the room, I welcome you to the front for a group photo.